already know what time it is, huh? Playing skills, you did.
Playing skills.
Ice on the wrist, car on the wrist, hole in the wrist, watch how I flip, watch how I whip, I'm in the whip, hole in the wrist, I never switch, ice on the wrist, car on the wrist, hole in the wrist, watch how I flip, watch how I whip, I'm in the whip, hole in the wrist, I never switch,
All right, Coach. U.S. Bank Stadium holds just under 70,000 spectators, and they've come out in full force for this one. A fantastic atmosphere here in Minneapolis. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Atlanta Falcons and the Minnesota Vikings. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Break. Right 25. 54 miles. Tackle. Wait.
Ito Smith, his first carry. And he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line. 5 yards on the game's first play, second down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Just like that. 21.
Second and 5 now. Ryan forced out to his left. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now Ryan. Man open, that's Calvin Ridley. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Check. Lucky. Protein spill. Flare. Alert, flare. 22.
They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 7 yards there and a first down.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. Freeman again, a first down carry. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard.
He's not going to get me.
Now it's Ryan. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. There to knock that one away defensively, Eric Kendricks.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
Undercut. 64. Jump.
On 3rd and 1, Ryan. It's caught. Jones. Ryan to Jones, the Falcon connection there for a first.
Down. Ready. 25. Hey, right. You got nothing.
This is Freeman on 1st and 10. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
218, jump. 22. Hey, seam 6.
On second and very short, Ryan. Caught by Jones. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 15 yards on the play, first down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Ready. 51, down! 22 jet bombers, 22 jet bombers.
They'll run here with Freeman. Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football. And the Vikings pick up the football. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Partner, you know how often we hear about the red zone, right? From the 20-yard line going in, that's scoring zone, getting points on the board. A lot of teams call from the 10-yard line in the green zone. That's your money zone. He fumbles the ball inside the money zone. You have one job, take care of the ball. That didn't happen.
Tackle made by Devondre Campbell.
No gain on the play. Second and 10 at the 4-yard line.
On second down, it's Cook. And he'll find a little space. He gets us up near the 10. He's able to rattle off 6 on the carry, and that'll get him to 3rd and 4.
It's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 4.
Mike's 54. Mike's 54. Let's go, tight end. Let's go right here now. Right there.
They go play action with Griffin. And he's going to be taken down. Sacked back at the 2.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. And he's able to get it out of there. Green able to dance free. They knew they were going to have great field position. Went all out, got a little too aggressive.
And you have to understand your angles. They're cut down. When they're that backed up, you've got to be careful going after him.
So a big break. The roughing the kicker called on 4th down leads to 1st and 10. Here's Griffin. Setting up the screen for Cook. And he's taken down. It's a gain of 3 from the 17 to the 20.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short gain.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7.
Check safety, check safety. Shoot.
They run. Cook.
You ain't going nowhere.
And he'll get about 6 up to the 27-yard line. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
They'll run it. Here's Cook. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down. On 4th down, here's Lachlan Edwards to punt it. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. This is taken at the 23. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10.
Ready.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And so close to hitting pay dirt last time, fumbling down near the goal line. Now, how does that affect their psyche this time around?
It's a tester, that's for sure, because to be that close and come away with no points is really disappointing, not just for the guys on offense, but the defensive players, too, who thought, hey, we're going to put some points up and have a little momentum going. They've got to find a way to just get it out of their minds, let it go,
short-term memory,
and move on to the next series.
And no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
From the gun on third down, Ryan. And that will be incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything to warrant a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 23-yard line.
– 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Tight end to the right, boy. Tight end.
Now Griffin. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Tack McKinley made his way into the backfield. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done.
Check 99. Check 99. No, 6 foot. Wait. Check.
Give to Cook out of the gun. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. From the shotgun, Griffin. And he's able to find Diggs. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Falcons grab it. And the return across midfield and to the 46-yard line. Well, he did what he's known for. He made the catch, then he turned into a runner, took the contact, and coughed it up.
And all I remember as a player, when they catch the ball, when those acrobatic guys catch it, you have to make them pay sometimes. You have to put it on them, big tackle, knock the ball free, anything you can do to slow them down.
They'll run on first down. Freeman. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Tackle made by Eric Kendricks. On 2nd and 9, Ryan. And he will find Ridley. That's complete. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. 10 yards there and a first down for the Falcons. Could we get a touchdown in this first half after all? It's 1st and 10. A fake to Freeman. Now it's Ryan. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. To try again after the sack. Ryan. Oh, it's intercepted. He was trying to give it to Ridley. Picked up by Harrison Smith. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there and sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. To throw is RG3. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. He was looking for Adam Thielen there, and it'll bring up 3rd down. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Cook. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. Here's Lachlan Edwards now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And they will get to this one and down it at the 13-yard line. So plenty of action on the field, but no action right now on the scoreboard, at least as of yet. 0-0 is our score. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, that's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And we thought this game had the potential to be tight, maybe not this tight, scoreless as we start the 3rd quarter.
And I love the way you use the word tight. I'm going to take it a little bit different direction here because it's not just tight on the scoreboard. I think both offenses have been tight in how they've played this game. No one's been loose. No one's been free.
Looking for Thielen, but it's intercepted. It's Desmond Trufant, and his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. first possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
And the ball is out. Jones got hit and lost it. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. And you probably talked about since training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. There's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it.
They knocked it free, but couldn't take it away. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Off the play fake to Freeman. It's Ryan. This complete to Jones. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. The drive stays alive. A third down gain of 8. On first down, it's Freeman. And good downhill running. He's got 6 yards down to the 13.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
Again, they'll run with Freeman. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8. Might we see our first touchdown of the game? Here's first and goal. From the gun, it's Ryan. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Austin Hooper, the intended receiver, but it'll be second and goal. The line of scrimmage, once again, the 5 as they get ready for second and goal.
20!
Ryan. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Everson Griffin able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Second goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football. Had to eat it and ended up on the ground.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes third and goal. They snap it at 1. Now Ryan. He's got it. A terrific job there to keep him out of the end zone. And now it'll be 4th and goal.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job here of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. Well, some good news, partner. We will not have a scoreless tie as we finally get our first points of the contest here in quarter 3.
Yeah, just a field goal, but with the way those defenses ruled in the first half, that could be a big 3-point play right there, couldn't it?
This one taken just inside the 10. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
Yeah, they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the third quarter. All they have so far, the field goal.
Mike is 59. Mike is 59.
on 2nd and 9. Griffin into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by DeMonte Casey, and they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out.
21.
They'll try to get the ground game going with Freeman. And able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42.
Check 25. 11.
Freeman again. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the first.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. They'll run on first down. Freeman. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 31-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Let's get off the field, D. Let's get off the field, D.
Now they'll throw it with Ryan. And it's hauled in by Austin Hooper. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 20-yard line. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter.
Go team, Spill. Pick it up, pick it up, pick it up. Mike.
On first down, it's Freeman. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 12 more yards there and another first down.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. Well, with the fumble he had earlier, we know how key keeping the football is here. That fumble earlier probably at the forefront of his mind. Just hold on to this thing.
It's also at the forefront of the mind of the guys who are trying to...
This is caught. It's Sanu this time for a Falcon touchdown. Mohamed Sanu, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Falcons push further out in front. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead grows to 10-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And you're still in this game. I mean, yeah, you haven't scored. Offense obviously has struggled, but you're only 2 scores down, so all hope not lost.
Not at all, because we're talking about the NFL, and teams can score fast in this league. Quick strikes, you're right back in it. You're exactly right. Keeping hope alive.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 25-yard line.
Again, it's Cook. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. And it looks like a pickup of 6. That leaves him with 7 yards to go on 3rd down. Here's Griffin to throw. And that is incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. They're going on 4th down. It's Griffin. And no, it's incomplete. The safety, Keanu Neal, there to knock that one free. So they really needed points here in a 2-score game. Could not come away with anything there on 4th.
And while we know they're a little bit discouraged here, they can't check out of this game. You and I have called a good number of games over the course of our career where we've seen these types of situations. Teams get the ball back, and that miracle does occur. So they can't let that dream go just yet. They have to get stout on defense here.
Yeah, right now really hoping for a turnover. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
21.
On 2nd and 9, Ryan complete to Jones. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 14 yards there and a Falcon first down. Ryan now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. Here's Ryan. And avoids the contact by sliding. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Ready? Like 25. Hey, Tuesday. Check 9.
To throw again on 2nd down. Ryan. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. 2-score game here in the 4th, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you think maybe you're just sitting on it and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
No gain on the play there, 2nd down. The rush defense stout on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. They run it again with Cook. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 12 yards there. 1st down, Vikings. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now Cook, he's got it off the draw. Tackle made by the 2nd-round pick, Isaiah Oliver.
It's a gain of 5 at the 37-yard line.
Hatchet. 31
On 2nd down now, it's Cook. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. Now RG3. He'll find his receiver. That's Chad Beebe. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
31.
Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. He won't find a ton of space following the display of power as he's down just inside the 45.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Strong right. Alert. Wait. He's crashing. He's checking crack. Zip it. We got it. 31's the mic. Set up.
Throwing now is Griffin. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Stephon Diggs, his intended receiver. And that'll make it third down. 7th play of the drive, forthcoming on 3rd and 8. Now Cook, and an alley to run. And he's taken down inside the 30. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts, as he'll stop it with 13 seconds left to play. Following the good run by Cook, here's another 1st and 10.
Watch the shit. Hey, watch the shit. 31. Watch the curl. Watch the curl. 31.
Here's Griffin. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left.
Incomplete. Coverage by Keanu Neal.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Griffin to throw. It's complete to Williams. And that's going to be good for another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Falcons 16. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call. Finally, a first red zone opportunity for these guys. They come up 1st and 10 at the 16.
He's coming. We got double up. Go. I need one over here. 31's the mic. Push it back.
One last shot for RG3. And this is going to be caught. So it affects the final score, not the outcome, but it is a late touchdown here on the game's final play. Doesn't affect the outcome, but, hey, nice job there to put it in the end zone for the final play.
Could it affect other things? Sometimes these types of scores are ones that we don't consider big at the time.